Now, a Target 12 investigators exclusive neighborhood dispute. This property in Cumberland is pitting local leaders and residents against the family of the governor's top aide and the State Department of Environmental Management.
Now it's landed in court. Target 12 investigator Tolly Taylor has been digging into this controversy and took the neighbors' concerns to the governor's chief of staff.
Cumberland officials have called the idea of developing this piece of wetlands, quote, astonishing. But state officials have given the green light. This property at 45 Canning Street in Cumberland sits at the bottom of two hills. While the lot is only 5,600 square feet, 93% of it is wetlands, soaking up much of the neighborhood's rainwater. In 2019, the Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management rejected an attempt by Governor Dan McKee's chief of staff, Tony Silva, to build a house on the wetlands. But in June, the agency changed its position, granting this approval for a revised plan despite objections from Cumberland officials and 10 neighbors. They question why there wasn't a public hearing.
Would DEM have approved it in my name or my neighbor's, or is it just because this person is trying to buy it?
Amy Brayton lives a few houses away from the wetlands, and for 17 years has been able to avoid the flooding problems that plague some of her neighbors. But she and other neighbors Target 12 spoke to worry that's about to change.
I'm fearing that I'm going to be like some of the other neighbors who do have water in their basement, who have had their houses ruined, who have some pumps running 24/7 when it rains.
My fear and my involvement in this is that if this is modified or altered in any bit, I'm going to flood.
The land has now been purchased by Silva's son, but the town has filed a legal complaint seeking an injunction to stop the development.
And it's public knowledge over the past couple of years that it's been denied. To all of a sudden have it approved with no meeting, we're lucky that we even really found out.
At a news conference last month, 12 News asked Governor McKee whether his chief of staff's family got special treatment from DEM.
That's not the case here. So process was followed as far as I know.
Silva declined an interview with Target 12, but issued a statement saying, "We assigned the purchase and sales agreement for the Canning Street property to our son, Ross Silva, in April of 2020, so he could build a home on the site. As of April 2020, my wife and I have had no financial interest in the Canning Street property." Kate McPherson of Save the Bay says any wetlands development can have negative effects.
One of the big reasons why we have a Freshwater Wetlands Act and why we regulate where wetlands can be developed and where they can't be developed is to prevent flooding issues.
The town of Cumberland's legal complaint says that under state law, the DEM, quote, may not approve an application which is disapproved by the city or town. A DEM spokesperson acknowledged the town raised concerns about flooding, but said, quote, the stormwater design in the revised application addressed these concerns. With the Target 12 investigators, I'm Tolly Taylor, 12 News.